Hey, it's Becca. In our culture, marijuana being used as a spirit plant is just coming into its own. Coming into its own, as in being used to raise consciousness that enhances a state of clarity, greater psychic perception, and a more focused ability to meet personal goals. Now, if you've been with me for a while, you know I've talked about the fact that people actually discovered the spiritual potentials of cannabis about 5,000 years ago and more. References to this herb in the ancient Vedic texts of India indicate that it was being used by rishis and yogis, holy men, at that time to gain deepened perceptions. So if this is intriguing to you, you'll really like the story I'm about to tell you. I want to credit the website Arrowwood with the information I'm about to share. Arrowwood.org is an online library of information about psychoactive plants, chemicals, and related topics. It's a treasure trove. And by the way, they're a not-for-profit and really love and need contributions. Anyway, back in 1989, nearly 30 years ago, there was an article, an interview actually, about cannabis as a spirit plant called Resurrection of the Higher Self. It was stunning, and that's why it was rejected for print. The magazine that was supposed to print it, called Magical Blend, a publication covering metaphysical issues, ended up rejecting the article after having assigned it because the editors felt the public was not ready to, quote, entertain such ideas. Pretty juicy, yeah? In a memo, the Magical Blend's managing editor wrote, quote, it's a little long but worth it, quote, although the article reflects a professionally conducted interview on the subject of marijuana use and the expansion of consciousness, other factors need to be considered in the question of its publication. It is essential to keep in mind the modern cultural limits that restrain the full address of certain subject matters. For one, our firm's legal position on this matter must be maintained on stable ground, especially in view of the drug war. Now remember, this was in 1989, the height of the war on drugs. And he continues, secondly, although our readership is known for a certain flexibility of mind, the senior staff agrees with me in that the public is not yet ready to entertain such ideas in this context. I therefore must ask you to go beyond the usual revision protocol and abandon this project altogether, regardless of your good work in its creation. Wow, imagine axing the article, not being able to discuss this particularly wonderful aspect of the marijuana plant. What was it that was so daring? Well, I want to share that with you, but this video is getting too long, so I will answer that in a second segment, which will be in next week's video. Meantime, if you want to read the article yourself, Resurrection of the Higher Self, I'll put the Arrowwood link in the text box below both the video on my YouTube and on my website, Cannabis.com, where I also invite you to go and sign up so that we can be in touch about this ongoing discussion regarding cannabis as a spirit plant. Yes, it's a potent spirit plant that I weave into my cannabis ceremonies. And next time, I'll take you into the vault of Arrowwood and continue this discussion. I'm Becca, and I'm here with you and for you.